Hi folks, CodeTutor here and my name is Anil Deshpande. Welcome to the another videos on Lambdas. Let's just have a look at one of the Lambdas that we had written in the earlier video. We had a Lambda called as square. It basically returns a square of a number that you pass to it. Well, if you pay attention to it, it has a one argument. It's only a single argument called as num here. Well, if you think about it, the lambda already has a signature which defines that it takes a one integer argument and it returns an integer. The important thing is the argument. It's only one single argument and it is of type int. And it is obvious that the argument alone is used. There is nothing else other than that being passed to that particular lambda. Now, you may think that if that is the case, can I avoid declaring num as an argument in the parameter declaration and using it again and again twice in the body of the lambda? Well, you can do that, and that is what the shorthand notation of writing a lambda is. We use something called as it instead of a num. We will have a look at that in the later part of the video. Another thing that I wanted to talk about in this particular video was about extensions. The word extension should not be alien to you. I have covered them already as extension functions and class extensions in the one of the previous videos. However, what I want to talk about in this particular video is writing extensions as lambdas or lambdas as class extensions. So let's get into a demo. Well, this is the same old square lambda, and that is what I am calling. If you run this, it basically prints square of 20, that is 400. Now, as I said, I am already declaring the signature here. Why should I write num so many number of times? You need not. There is another shorthand notation. You can completely remove this part, and now instead of using num, you can use it comma it. Basically what happens is it understands that whatever the single argument that you are passing to the lambda, it is being referenced by the special keyword called as it, and that's it. Automatically it is treated as the parameter that you are passing to the lambda. Now, just to demonstrate it further, let me write another lambda called as cube. What it does, it takes a integer argument and returns a int, and what it does is it into it into it, and now cube of num2 is cube of num2, and now if I run this, now I am getting a cube. But pay attention to it, I can do that only if the argument is single. If I have two arguments, then you cannot use it because the system doesn't know what you are referring to by it. It needs to be always one single argument to the lambda, then only you can use it by writing your lambda using a shorthand notation. So that's one part. The other part that I want to talk about is class extensions. What do I mean by that? I have a function here called as abbreviate, and I am basically making it as a class extension. So that basically means I am writing this particular function as if the string class has that particular function defined in it. Now I can use this here, that is full name is of type string type, and then I am calling this particular function called as abbreviate as if this particular function was always defined in the string class, but that's not the case. I just extended the string class to have this particular function called as abbreviate. Now if I run this, what it basically does is it basically converts George Washington into GW, that is first two letters of the name. I can do the same thing here, Anil Vasant Deshpande, and if I run this, it basically prints it as AVD. That's what abbreviate is. Now instead of writing this as a extension function, can I extend it using a lambda? Well, the answer is yes. Now the question is, how do we do that? So what I will do is, let me create a function called, not a function, a lambda abbreviate. It is basically a extension function. So what I can write is string dot, just pay attention to the syntax here, it doesn't take any argument, so empty argument, and it returns a string And then what I will do is I will basically copy paste the functionality that I had written here inside this. Of course, I need to add an equal sign here. You can see that return is not allowed here. Basically, the reason why you are getting that is you cannot return from a lambda. It can only be a expression. The last expression in the body of the lambda is treated as the one that is being returned from the lambda. So that is why you were seeing that compilation error, that you cannot return something from a lambda. So now what I have done here is I have written a lambda that is basically extending the class string, and now I can basically call this lambda abbreviate as if this particular function was defined in the string class. And if I run this, it works perfectly fine. Of course, you can write extension classes, but also you can write a very simple or shorthand way of achieving the same functionality using extension lambdas as well. And that will prove very handy when you are writing full-fledged applications, because who wants to write full-fledged extension functions when you can achieve pretty much the same thing using a lambda. So be aware of this, because you will be using this quite often in your Kotlin programming days. In the next video, we will make a little bit more interesting as far as lambdas are concerned. That brings us to the end of this particular video. Don't forget to like, comment, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye.